This is the group F. Oh my God.
Yeah, no. So, but Group F, yeah, it's. Let me tell you this.
The F is for. It's so tough. I don't know who's getting.
Yeah, I mean, man, it's gonna be a tough one. Now, I will say, man, it's gonna be a tough one, boy. Milan also finished well last season, semifinals.
Yeah, and really playing well right now.
Listen,
good players, great window. Yeah,
we'll look. I'll say it. So, it's kind of like a mafia movie. When they say, "Don't kill my brother, I'll kill him. I'll make sure it's don't do it. I'll do it myself. I'll make sure they don't suffer." I think
it'll be tough for Newcastle to get out.
I think Newcastle is the weakest simply because, well, you got to admit, 20 years in the box is a long time, and this is a different type of environment, man. This is the Champions League is the toughest of them all, and it just is different, and
requires a different mentality. You have to not be happy just to be there. You have to.
Yeah. No, I mean, like. When you're gonna go to Dortmund and those fans are gonna try to annihilate you with that big yellow wall, and then your PSG fans are.
But the thing is that Newcastle has to hold on to is they have the players. It's about
it's the mentality.
Can you find the mentality that I belong here, that I'm supposed to be here? So far this season, we've been talking about it these last 2 weeks. They have not found that inside them. And I think these are the questions that you've been asking in several videos on the channel. Please be sure to look them up. Is Eddie Howe ready? Is he a coach that can elevate? He may have to take scars. He may have to get hurt this season. He may have to sort of start to question. They might have to go, hey, is this the right guy? He's going to have to suffer and learn and grow. Like, how do great managers get greater? They have to go through these things. So I would expect the campaign to be tough at first, and then hopefully Newcastle in the back half of their journey, maybe they have a couple draws early. Maybe they can lean on St. James's Park to lift them up. Maybe the sitting back style might suit them. I'm not sure what the right answer is, but on merit, in terms of player by player, they're as good as these teams. Dortmund's very young. They do have pedigree. They are, they are 97 champions. They have been in a final in the last 12 years. They went against Bayern. And of course, we know AC Milan had a lot of history, and PSG's project is still going, right? They still a working project, and they're transforming, right? Verratti just went to Saudi. We know Neymar went, so it's really a Neymar team. It's really Mbappe's team, and he and Ousmane Dembele are going to really have to become the leaders of this team and lean on their World Cup experience to sort of lift the group up and be like, hey, we can do this. Maybe it'll be a Messi type thing where Mbappe's like, yo, I want to win this. Let's go win it. I don't think they have the team for it at all. But
that's the thing. Like, you can't rely on PSG because they by name, they sound like
they're not reliable.
They're not reliable in the Champions League.
No, at all.
And so, I mean, listen, I don't, and I think it's a fair point to say. Well, I'm saying that I think Newcastle is the weakest link here because of just the inexperience and everything else. Yep. But it's also it's not contradictory to say that they could well qualify second or first because
any of these teams could finish first or last.
Exactly.
Dortmund, PSG, AC, and Newcastle. Any of them are capable.
Honestly. And you can say Milan, went to the semifinals, so that's the recent history there.
But they're playing well.
Right. And so, but I just don't. I mean, I'm not going to say that Newcastle won't qualify, but they do have weapons.
It's unlikely.
But
because I have the experience as a supporter of a team that is recent. Although I would say Newcastle probably had more recent history to lean on. They had been in the Champions League in 2004, 2003. When City first went to the Champions League, we just didn't have. It was the moment overcame them. Like, they couldn't beat teams that they could beat normally. They kept on running into Barca or running into Bayern, or when you come in as the fourth pot team or the second pot or the third pot team, it's really tough to get out from the bottom half of the group, right? When you're a winner and you're in, it makes a huge difference. So you can expect some of these lower pot teams, especially when you look at the graphic. Any team, the first pot teams are winners, but when you're in the third and fourth pot, it is hard. It is hard, and that's why you see your Shakhtars, your Red Stars, your Salzburgs, Braga, Copenhagen, and Galatasaray, and Union, and Sociedad. Those teams are making up the numbers, and when you're in the bottom half, there's a reason. You've got to grow. You've got to take the experience to get out of the group from the bottom half of the pot is hard. And if Newcastle can do it, that's a great.
No, it would be amazing. It would be amazing. Now.